Hello, who's this?
Bubba, this is Lonnie. Good morning. How you doing?
God, the phones are on fire today. Good, Lonnie. How are you, buddy? Thanks.
I am good. I've got a question for Dr. Dan on some legal advice and possible opinions.
Shoot.
Dr. Dan, Friday night. Anyway, I live here in St. Augustine. I've lived here for 6 months at my daughter's house. I stay in a little camper out front, plugged into her power, been using her shower in the house, the bathroom, washer and dryer. Friday night, her wife changes the locks on me, locks me out of the house, turns off the power, unplugs me. So I called the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. They come out here and tell me that she's allowed to do that. I said, that's fine. I'll go ahead and get my generator, and I'll use my generator. I plan on moving within a few days anyway. A couple hours after I talk to the sheriffs, I go to Taco Bell. On my way home, I get pulled over. First question out of the cop's mouth, or the sheriff's mouth, is, how much have you had to drink? I said, I've had nothing to drink. I'll do a breathalyzer right now. Nope. Takes my license, does the thing, has me come out of the car. I do the touch the nose test, ABCs, follow the light. He gives me a DUI. I go to jail, spend the night in jail, can't get a hold of anybody.
Hold on now. Did you blow?
No, I didn't blow.
Right.
Why?
But,
I wasn't drunk.
So that would give
No,
you
you
a
just said
reason
you'll
to
take a
blow to
breath.
prove
Hold
you're
on.
not drunk.
Hold on. Did they offer you to blow?
They offered me to blow.
Okay, so you refused.
all right, so you
And
refused.
that's when you got arrested.
Well, they didn't offer. I said, I'm not drunk.
And then I thought,
And he said, I can smell it. You're not drunk. He said, what medications are you on? I said, I've got stage 4 bone cancer, had it for 11 years. I'm on all kinds of medications. I'm on oxycodone.
Oh, well, that's all.
I'm on fentanyl patches.
oh,
I'm on temazepam. And those are the 3 big ones that, you could get in trouble driving on. But I hadn't taken my temazepam that night before I went to Taco Bell, and my last oxycodone was at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is happening at 11:30 at night. So he pulls me out of the car. I do the test, touch my nose, ABCs. He determines you're impaired, DUI. Go to jail, spend the night in jail. Fortunately, I'm on Social Security. I had just pulled out my money so I could pay my bills, and I had $500 in my wallet. Went and seen the judge. It was a $1,000 bail. He reduced it to $500. I fortunately was able to bail myself out of jail myself. Prior to this, between my daughter and I texting about me calling the cops, she texted me, you don't want to do that, Dad. I know the cops, and I know attorneys, and I've already talked to them. So when the cops are out here, the sheriffs are out here, a whole bunch of her friends show up, and they're talking, and I just mingle about my business. A couple hours later, I drive
That's a
to
real
Taco Bell.
buzzkill. Real buzzkill.
It's nuts. I drive home, and I get DUI to spend the night in jail. The following day, I find out my daughter that I'm living with is texting my other daughter, who lives in St. Pete,
Oh no.
who bailed Dad out of jail. How does my daughter that I'm living with know that I went to jail? It's almost like she called her friends and had me arrested for this. And the sheriff told me an undercover off-duty detective saw me driving down the median, cutting cars off, almost 4 accidents. Never happened. Absolutely never happened. I didn't do that. There's no way. I wouldn't drive if I thought I was impaired. I'm 52 years old, haven't been arrested since late teens or early 20s. Clean record, no problems with the law. So one of my questions is, I've got 10 days to drive after the DUI. They give you 10 days. I'm a stage 4 bone cancer patient. I have to see my doctors. My options are today to go to the DMV. I have to go get a Florida State ID to be able to get money sent to Walmart from my brother so I can leave here. I've got a place to go in St. Pete at a friend's house, no problem. So I got to get an ID. But while I'm at the DMV, I've got 10 days to contest or appeal the DUI or get a hardship license. What should I do? Should
Call a
I
lawyer.
request
You should
the
call.
hardship?
You should call local counsel.
You should call the equivalent to Kevin Hazlett into where you live.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and you should try to get your hardship license in the meantime.
There, I would Google the best DUI defense attorney in your area. Do a little research as to who that person is, and I would call them right now. I mean,
Because again, if your DUI is clouded with people calling stuff in and people calling favors and stuff like that, the whole thing could get dropped. To be honest with you, and if it really was your daughter really trying to just completely
was
hose
her or
you
her
over.
wife.
Listen,
I understand
but
that,
I'm saying
but
if you
I'm
got an
saying that-
attorney, if you got an attorney that can look at
They can sniff through all that.
that can request internal card-to-card messages, that can request text messages, that can. If you think this really happened, then there was obviously communications to set you up. I mean, right, Dan? They will find.
Yes,
they'll find
they'll
that.
drop that charge.
They
so
will find
fast.
that.
Positive of this.
Okay,
I'm
well,
positive
then
of this.
listen. We can save a lot of time here from me and you, and I can get back to regular programming. And it's really
Right.
It's really simple. Just Google who the best DUI defense attorney is in your area. Meet with him in person. Walk it through. Tell him about the conspiracy stuff and how you think he may have to request, a car-to-car communications and text messages and things like that, and that you've been set up, and retain that guy. And they'll probably prove that this was some kind of a setup, and you'll get off, and they'll get in trouble.
And the saddest thing about all
problem
this, though, sir, is that your daughter is so estranged from you that she's cutting off your power and calling the cops on you. That's really a tragedy. And
No, trust me, I know how that goes. I just haven't had the cops called on me yet.
Get out of
My
town.
big problem is I'm on Social Security. I get $840 a month. How am I going to obtain an attorney to represent me? Really?
Well, I mean, you're probably gonna have to do this all yourself.
because if not, it's going to cost you $5,000 in fines and stuff. So you're going to have to pay one way or the other.
I mean, well, you may have to. Listen, buddy. I mean, if you can't retain an attorney, you don't have the money, then you're gonna have to probably do this stuff all yourself.
Can I request public
Yes.
information
Yes,
for who reported me, who called in,
you need
who did phone calls?
listen to me.
And a public defender.
You first need to get a public defender, which they have to give you one for free, and you can tell
And I
them.
can get that at the courthouse today, I'm
Yes.
thinking.
Yes,
Or request
get
it.
Yes, and then they're going to want to get a FOIA, which is a Freedom of Information Act, or it could be called a Sunshine Law within your state. It's different. It's termed in different places, which is basically a Freedom of Information Act. And you're going to request. You're going to try to find the
It's
report.
here in Florida.
Well, no, but okay. Are you in Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah.
St. Augustine,
Yeah, okay.
Florida.
Augustine.
All right, perfect. Then you go down and you request a copy of the report, the police report, and then you start seeing the officers involved, and you start getting immediately putting in requests for their car-to-car communications and their police issued cell phone records, and you start that's all through. If you know how the right forms to fill out, which your lawyer will. They have to give that information to you. In-car camera, car-to-car communications, car-to-car to dispatch communications. They all have police-issued cell phone. You can ask for all of that. You can ask for,
I do that all at the courthouse.
the personnel record of all police officers involved. All of that.
Another thing is I've got a court date for, I think it's the 21st or the 22nd of
You have tons of
December.
time. So now you have tons of time. Get your public defender, get the information, and go forward with that.
So when you go in on
But
the
I've only
20th,
got 10 days on my license.
listen to
Okay,
me.
get your hardship license.
So get it. So get it going. Start today.
Get my hardship license.
I mean, start today. Start today.
Would
Get
I
your
be able to request them to do that over the phone court? You know what I mean?
It's every
Virtual?
state, every county's different, man.
Listen.
Call them.
Okay.
You know what you got to do. You're just taking a bunch of my time up now.
All right, sir.
See you later. Bye. Jesus.
Here's what's going to happen anyway.
He's not going
He's
to do
Gonna
it.
plead down.
He's going to get he's going to get a public defender. They're going to say plead it down to whatever. He's going to
Taylor's
plead it down,
driving.
and yep.
It'll be
That's what's gonna happen.
$250.
Back
Yeah.
to the
It's not
Russian.
going to matter who called who and in car because all that costs money. He can't afford all that.